Hi everyone. As you can see, I am not live streaming with you. I was asked by Sharon to do a pre-recording. Thanks, Sharon. I hate these things, but nonetheless, I certainly wanted to say thank you and just really um, share uh, my heartfelt gratitude for having been a part of the faculty and a part of shaping the future of nursing by sharing in our students' success. I wrote it down so that I wouldn't get too tied up with stuff and go long. But as we speak, I am in flight, headed to do a closing on my new home. And so I wanted to do a few acknowledgments so that I would not leave without having done this. My first is a thank you to Dr. Aguilar Coker, who, when I was just extremely green, she was precepting me and I was just graduating, and she took a chance on me despite me having had zero experience in this area, and I will be ever grateful for that, ma'am. You've been my mentor and my friend, and just a real constant during my tenure at TCC. I remember when I came into your office very teary, my first student failure, and I was just so broken up because I could not believe I had a student that failed. And you told me a story, kind of like walking through school, walking through the lobby at school with an armload full of books, and we're balancing and trying to manage all these books. You're like, yay, hi. And as you move towards your locker, a book or two may drop. And so the moral of the story is that you can't save them all. And of course, my response is, but I want to. And so I also have to really, I already was sort of a mentoring type person, but I really had such a desire from that point going forward for student success, to be an advocate for them. So I truly appreciate you having a part in that. Another person that I wanted to thank, and I'll be using them so that I won't have to say he or she, but I would never accept that in writing. but I wanted to thank this person because though they're not a fellow soldier, I wouldn't have made it those first couple of years without this person. Any guesses? Ding, 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 ding. Yes, it is you, Jim. And I just cannot tell you. I mean, if you had not been in that ship, those times I felt like I was sinking, I surely would have drowned without you. Mm. Okay, I wrote it down, so I must not cry, but you were just a godsend and so willing to just let me just hang under your wing. And I mean, even some of the OB stuff that wasn't even your area, I mean, you were just really, you helped me navigate TCC, which was like a foreign country. The language was foreign, everything, because of where I'd come, my background. So thank you so much for being there for me. I appreciate your encouragement, your jump stories and pictures and family things that we talked about. And I'll always appreciate your willingness to be direct and real when it came to needing to discuss something about diversity. You really want a true perspective, and I'll always appreciate that because some people will guess and do ignorant, but you always would just come straight to me with it, and we could always talk real, and that's rare, and it was a gift to me. So thank you, sir. And there are just too many of you to thank, obviously, for making my final work experience the best. I could not have chosen better than TCC. Back when it was on South Campus, and Dr. Agar Coker, and Betty White and Marilyn, I forget Marilyn's last name, but that was the team. And I spent a lot of time in that office. And so even though Betty retired, she would give me to sit down okay, mama talk. She was always the one that would kind of do that to me. And so I just appreciated all the input. And I want to thank my OB team, the best team. It was always like this. We just, not that we didn't have our outliers, but it was always a really good team. And I want to thank Joanna, who stood in when we had no OB coordinator. She stood in to do it. Joanna, thank you so much for that. Luann, best coordinator ever. You've just been such a delight to work with, and you work so hard, and I just really appreciate that. I'm really gonna miss my team, because we really were a team, and I appreciate not having all the dissension and the bickering. I can't take bickering, and I appreciate us really being able to work through our stuff. So thank you so much for guiding us through these things, and loving spreadsheets. So thank you for that. And I'm really looking forward to my new, more restful, my non-paper grading life. Yes, but I wouldn't have been able to come away from this with my mind intact and just really feeling whole without having the media and police departments. Wow, best departments ever. And just anywhere. I mean, I would put them against any of the same elsewhere, and I say that we absolutely have the best. So I appreciate that. So many have kind of come and gone since I started, and so there were so many that had input into to helping me navigate all of this. And so I appreciate it. I thank you. Thank you. And anybody, don't think I didn't call your name. It's just that I didn't want to call too many names, but I had to do those few. And anyone that knows me and is we sit around, etc. Contact me separately, and I'll be happy to give you any information that you request. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe, and don't forget copious hand washing. Love you guys. Bye.